All right, so your next Netflix jump up, you know what I'm saying? This joint's called The Decline. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a Canadian French type of like atmosphere. One of those foreign movies again, but it's in English this time. Trust me, I promise. You know what I'm saying? The Decline. An accident at a remote training camp leaves a group of survivalists bitterly divided and caught in a brutal fight for their lives. Now I ain't gonna go in full depth with the story, whatever like that, because you should check the movie out. But bottom line is, you got 6 people that come to this remote spot, and you know what I mean. I guess it's like a survival place or whatever like that, because you know the world is, you know, being in peril. You got to save as much food as you can, blah blah blah, and you know, basically they're trying to have their survival spot to have their families fed and things of that nature. And then something goes horribly wrong, and you'll see it. I'll explain as little as I can because I don't do spoilers, you know that. And here we go. So in this scene right here, you got the guy and his daughter. They're preparing to get something. It's right off the back. They're preparing like some evacuation plan or something. So you think to yourself like, what did this guy do? What's going on? What's happening here? But it really just proves to be one big test. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, that's fine. You're doing that to me, keep your family aware, whatever, like that. But you gotta do that at night or damn near in the middle of the morning. It's like, really? Like, what the fuck? So apparently he's been studying a lot of tutorials from this guy named Alan. He's telling people how to survival kits, and he's telling them how to pack up rice and be able to store it for like 20 years and things of that nature. So basically, they're preparing themselves early. They must have knew about this COVID-19 shit popping off. Like, word. So anyway, Frank meets up with the guy, Alan. You know what I'm saying? I guess they exchanged numbers. He found his number somehow. And then they took him to this remote location where it's like 6 other people that are there too. So as you can see, he's pretty much explaining to everybody that all the things that he has, all the utilities he has set, like he's been planning this, he's been building out for like 10 years. He's got like all types of like propane tanks, he's got water, he's got food, he's got things to live off of. He set up like a whole bunch of traps just in case poachers came around. He's got like pathways to make sure they can get back to camp and realization. So it's a lot of shit that he's been working on within the past 10 years, keeping himself isolated. But he really wants a team to, he can trust and can help out with and things like that. See this guy right here? I ain't giving nothing away, but bottom line is, he's going to cause some problems. Now this chick right here, she's got some military experience, so she knows how to deal with herself in the wild and things of that nature. And you saw the other guy I showed you? Well, yeah, he's got experience too. So here's a scene where they're all at the table, looking at eating around, what I'm saying, trying to look like a family or whatever, because, he talks about things where, you needing to stick together and, trying to help out the greater good, the greater cause, so you can't let anybody take us down. And that sounds all nice and all dandy or whatever like that until they come back from a training exercise, and then this happens. One of the landmine equipment malfunctions and blows somebody the fuck up. Yeah, laying there right there like that. So even though this was an accident, like this obviously divides the crew. You got some crew members talking about we should call the police and tell them it's an accident. But then you got other members like, no, yo, we still got all this equipment. They're going to blame it on us regardless. So it's a back and forth trying to go through that. And I'm not going to explain the rest of the movie because the movie's good. You know what I mean? You should check it out. It's called The Decline. That joint is like that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a good little, snow time thriller type. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, Netflix, The Decline. There you go.